It's morphing time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Lord Drakkon Evo number 3. Did we ever get 2? We got a Lord Drakkon from the Lightning Collection, but this is a completely new beast. And if you're wondering about the character, Lord Drakkon is Tommy Oliver in an alternate universe, kind of like an alternate extended universe storyline, where he never became one of the good guys. He stayed evil, combined the Tiger's art and the dragon powers, and became Lord Drakkon to rain havoc on them dirty rangers and just basically steamroll everybody. It's a pretty cool idea, a pretty cool figure. Let's have a look at it. Actually, I don't do the unboxing part, but I feel like since this isn't the actual box, let me take the slider off to give you a good look at the window box. If you want to display him in the box, he's in a nice pose, got all the lightning, and you got like the picture on this side and some stuff. There's a comic book in here, I think. Yeah, this is glued to it. I'm gonna take that off in a second because I want to have a look at that. There's another picture of the figure and another picture of Lord Drakkon. There you go. Let's have a look at the figure now. I have never had this much trouble taking a figure out of the box, but here it is. Worst box ever. We got a first for everything. He stands at about a little shy of 16 centimeters, like 15.89. Means we're going up to 6.1.5 inches tall. Overall look and detail of the figure, and one thing I'm going to point out immediately because it's bad. Look at his legs. Look at his freaking legs, how they're moving around, how they're bending at the knees, really, and it's just really angled weirdly over here. So, yeah, big minus for that. His legs don't straighten out, and that's this is supposed to be like a big exclusive also, which would have been a Comic-Con exclusive, but there was no Comic-Con. And it seems like we have the same problem with the arms a little bit. Seems like it's going out to the side over here. It's not the worst, but the legs though, those are awful. I put the helmet on because that's what I'm caring about way more than the face comp. I will have a look at it in due time when we get to the accessories, but I love the design, and that's why I picked this up. As you might have noticed, I haven't been picking up any more Lightning Collection figures because I'm dedicated to the Figure Arts one. I think the Figure Arts one is better, and you can't really match them up because they look different, they have different sizes and whatnot, so it's kind of pointless for me to get the Lightning Collection. I'll stick to the Figure Arts. But anyway, I got this one because he's special, and I mean, overall execution, paint job on here, I like the golden. It's not metallic, would have been nicer, but what they did, however, is that the helmet is shiny. At least you got that, and the paint job on here is clean for the most part. As you can tell, there's a tiny bit of bleeding, but this is not like a, well, then again, I wanted to say this is a cheaper figure, but it wasn't really that cheap, was it? We'll get to that. But anyway, you got the shield, which is kind of like a combination between the old Green Ranger shield and the Tiger shield. And you have a logo in there, which I guess is the Lord Drakkon logo. It looks pretty plain, but it is painted nicely. Also, there is some battle damage, the molding on there. It's not just a plain shield. It really looks like there's some dents in there and some scratches. So that's pretty cool. Then you got the cape in the back, which you can take off. It's just kind of packed in, but I don't really do. I feel like it's gonna break off up there, but I've heard you can't take it off. But I didn't wanna. I feel like this kind of break off, but anyway, this was stuck in the box with the plastic, and I just cut through the plastic. I destroyed the box. I wanted to keep the box, but I destroyed it. I had to destroy it. But there's some more detail in the armbands. Also, there's a red line which is printed on all over the figure. Red line going down. Legs, the weirdly proportioned legs. But anyway, you got some more detail, more golden detail in the forearms and the bicep. I like it, and even like a little bit of a thing going out over here. And also, paint job on the morpher is quite good. Again, it doesn't cover up the gold completely, but I'm not even bothered by it because it is so incredibly tiny. But as I'm looking at the belt, this isn't really cleanly cut off over here. But that's a small, very small detail. And I move down to the legs with more of this kind of like shin pads or whatever you want to call this, as I run into the ring light, and his boots. And the cape, that's another thing I want to address. The cape, it sucks, I don't like it. This has been the month of bad capes. Like, we had the Batman figure, but yeah, this one. Why don't I like it? Because well, actually not. The main reason is because it goes out to the side like this. I don't like that. Like, just make a neutral cape. Don't make a cape that's stuck in a position, because that's never a good idea. Because like it's bothering me and I don't like it how it looks. It's too big. Just make it straight. Go off here. Boom. There you go. Make it segmented. Make it cloth. That's too expensive for you? Good. Then make it straight. Right? That's just... Don't do that. This bad. Bad. Very bad Hasbro. So I did take off the cape, but that does leave some holes in the back, but just so you know, you can take it off. Head movement. With the helmet, it goes back and forth. It's not the greatest, because he doesn't really have a neck. Doesn't also tilt side to side, because just on a ball, and they didn't leave enough room in there. So no tilting side to side, but it does rotate, but it just disconnected, as you can tell, because of the entire dragon shield kind of going on over here, which, by the way, I don't think is connected anywhere. It is soft plastic, so you can somewhat pull it up and down, somewhat pull it to the side. It really takes some playing around with it, but you know, that's movable at the very least. Shoulder articulation, back, forward, beautiful over here. I love this joint. It looks kind of wonky, but damn, it gets so much mileage. Goes up, you have the big hinge in there. I'm actually surprised it doesn't go up more. But then you have bicep swivel and double hinged elbow. The hand is on a simple hinge, which you gotta give it a bit of a tuck. Actually, let me get that out like that. Give it a bit of a tuck, up, down, swivel. Don't worry about that. Rotation in the torso area, back, forward. Well, that's actually the ab crunch, but yeah. Also goes all the way around. Then you have the ab crunch, which is pretty good. And, well, that's a thing. And then for the legs, actually, do you have like rotation in there? No, you don't. That's weird. Why do you not cut this up under the belt? Leg moves forward, doesn't really move to the back because of the butt mode. Moves out to the side, rotation on there, but you also get a fine swivel, which I feel like is not necessary. Double hinge knees. Looks awful, but gets the job done. And the legs move backward, forward, as you can hear. They kind of click into place, so that's good for stability. And a beautiful, beautiful pivot. Also, there's like detail on the shoe, for those of you who care. Oh, and just for the record, the Tommy Oliver hat basically has the same articulation. Also doesn't tilt side to side, and also doesn't really rotate that much. Doesn't go back because of the hair, but yeah, it's the same. It's the same as the helmet. For your accessories, I'm gonna start off with the hat. We had a look at the helmet, so let's have a look at the face, at the Tommy Oliver face. It looks alright. I feel like he looks a bit pudgy. He does have the veins on the side, which is just painted on there. It's not molded on there, but that would be maybe a little bit excessive anyway. Have the two gray hairs that go down, and then just actually a total of 3 gray hairs that go down to the back, which just, yeah, those strains just look kind of weird. Other than that, the hair is nicely molded, looks okay. It looks like a human. It's a convincing enough face, I'd say. And then you have the lighting effects, which is just rubbery plastic, and it's just like so much. It's incredible. It's, I don't know. If you like lightning effects, this is for you. But I don't. Doesn't really have anything to really connect. And you have this piece, which is a lot smaller, but still, I don't really know what to do with that. It's a lot of lightning. Then you have 2 claw hands for some poses, which camera does not want to focus on them right now, but just claw hands. And then you got the base, which holds Saba and has a slot, I guess, which is for Saba, but it doesn't really fit at all. It just wobbles around. But anyway, here's Saba. Nice enough paint job, actually. Like, fairly detailed. It looks pretty good. Gotta give him that. Gotta give him props for that. And also the mold on it is awesome. And then you have the Ranger hats on, well, the helmets. I don't think the heads inside. But then again, ooh, dark. I feel like the idea is pretty cool. What I don't like is, one, Yellow Ranger helmet. Why is this thick black line over there? It just takes me away from everything. I feel like the cracks over here are done nicely. Would have been nice, of course, if this would have been molded on, but I guess at that point I'm like asking too much. But yeah, just painted on. Cracked visor has like the gray, and for whatever reason the Pink Ranger helmet is gray all over the place, doesn't have any black lines. Again, inconsistent, and I don't like it because all the other ones just have the gray in the visors, but the helmets itself have the black lines. So why does this one only have gray? I don't know. And then you have this one. Also, as you can tell, those are just, I think those are ball packs very tightly. There you go, it's just some ball packs, so you can take them off and display them, or just rotate them around weirdly on the base, which doesn't really accomplish anything, but hey, whatever. If you want to do that, you can do it, and I guess, well, we already had a look at the helmet, so that's about it. And it's going to bring me to the final thoughts for this Drakkon figure, but before I do, a little bit of correction. The pack hole in the base is actually for the big lightning effect. That has a pack, kinda didn't see that, sorry about it, so I take my complaint back about the lightning effect not going anywhere, and the hole in the base not doing anything with Saba. It wasn't supposed to be for that, so that's my mistake. But anyway, is this figure worth it or not? Now, I said at the beginning of the review, this one is a lot more pricey than your regular releases from the Lightning Collection, and that's really the big issue at the end. So overall, I didn't have a problem with any Lightning Collection figures. The articulation, I feel like, is really, really good. The molds are great, and the paint job is also pretty darn good at the price point, considering the price point. But with this one goes at about like what, 75 bucks? I see it at retail, when the other Lightning Collection figures go like for 25. So why is this one 3 times the price? Well, because of all the accessories. But is that really worth it? No, it's not. It's not worth it to me. So overall, I still think this figure is cool. It does come with a lot of crap, but it's still too expensive. 50 bucks for this one, sure. But 75, nah, it's a bit too expensive. But overall, yeah, for the rest of it, I don't have many complaints. The lack of articulation in the head, the weird cape, yeah, that's about it. Could have used some more hands, but yeah, it's just the nature of the Lightning Collection. Not that many hands, but you know, I'm okay with. Overall, the figure is solid, and it is the most important part. But still, I do think it's a bit too expensive. That's really it. If you're a fan of the figure though, I can still recommend it. For everybody else, I would pass. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Lord Drakkon wants. Usually I take him off and I put him in front of the camera, but this is just way too busy. I'm not gonna touch that. But what he wants is a lower price point. There you go.